Hey, welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to cover one of the most important skill set that can help us, and that is communication. We have listened from different types of codes, and that is communication is all about listening. So if you want to be a good communicator, you should have the knowledge of listening, and you should improve your listening skills. So without listening skills, you and me as well will not be able to be a good communicator, and it is very important things to be a good listener. Without listening skill set, and you and me will not be able to be a good communicator. So it is very important. That's why different types of public speaker, different types of communication coaches, and all over the world recommended skill set to be a good listener, to become a good communicator. So it's very important, and I think it will really helpful for us. So I have pointed out a couple of things, and I've noted them in on my paper that I'm going to cover, and that for things that I believe that is very important to become a good communicator. And that is number one, that is, we love to say more but don't listen to the others. Well, it's our common scenario. Most of the cases, those who are not a very good communicator, they are always interested to say more about them and more about the topics they know, and they don't let the other people to say more. This is not a good way to be a good communicator. It's very important to let the other people to say more about them and what they're interested to say and talk about. And it's a very important thing to consider when you want to be a good communicator. You should not be a person who will always talk about the things, and other will always listen to you. But it's very important when you are talking about something, and you should give the opportunity to other people who are also interested to talk about something. And it's very important, and that's the thing that is very important in skill set, to listen to others. That is very important, and it really helps to become a good communicator. Okay, number two that I have pointed out, that is listening can help us to understand more. Well, most of the cases, for example, if you are in a meeting, or if you're a conference, or if you're working on in a company as a customer service officers, and there are a bunch of opportunities. If you're solving the problems of others, you should listen. So otherwise you will not be able to understand what the problems comes what the problem come up, and what you need to solve. So if you listen the other problems, and you can understand more about their problems, and you will be able to definitely solve the problem easily. That is very much helpful. So that is very important to consider, and we should always think about this in our future life to become a good communicator. Number three that I also believe, and that is listening helps to gather knowledge. So yes, it is very important listening. For example, we are learning English right now, and we want to improve our English skills. So we want to be someone who can speak very much fluently, and we should follow the process how the native speaker who are born in an English speaking country, how they are saying and how they are utilizing their process. And this is very important. And if you want to gather more knowledge how they are approaching, and we should also follow the people who has great knowledge in, yeah, in this way you can learn more things, and you can gather more knowledge. People will share more informations, and if you listen them very much carefully, and you don't need to go for books, and you don't need to find the books to read and gather information. People generally summarize the information, and they share more informations from their life. So this is very good way to gather information, and it's a very easy way, and you can learn and you can get more knowledge and gather more knowledge in a quick session of time. So you should be a good listening person to get more information and gather knowledge. Last but not least, and that is communication also helps us to become a great public speaker. You know, all over the world, people are who are popular public speaker, and they have the good quality, and that is listening. They listen the others very carefully, and they follow the people to speak very perfectly, and they listen them very properly. When everyone doesn't become public speaker by burn, they have to acquire knowledge, and they listen more about the people. So this is the way they not listen the other peoples, and they try to grab the informations, and try to gather the informations, and gather knowledge and experience from other peoples, and then they apply them in their life, and day by day they changes their attitude and other things, their expression, and the way people love to hear from them. And this is the way, and they become they become public speakers in the world. So this is a very good way. So that's the things today. I'm going to come end up the video, because I already shared the information that I have. But I hope there are so many informations you also have that you believe that helps to become a good communicator. And I always believe, and I found them very helpful, because communication is all about listening, and if you listen more, you can share more. That's all for today. Thank you.